The Middle East is witnessing a massive military buildup between the United States and Iran. Following a rapid breakdown in relations, the two nations are locked in a high-stakes standoff with negotiations in Geneva hanging by a thread. The United States has sent a huge military force to the region, including 2 aircraft carrier strike groups, a squadron of F-22 stealth fighters, B-52 strategic bombers, and thousands of additional troops. This massive deployment comes with a strict warning from Washington, giving Tehran a very narrow window to give in to major demands. The failure to reach a peace deal is no longer viewed as just more of the same, but as a sure sign of coming war. The presence of such overwhelming firepower means that if talks fail, direct military strikes will inevitably follow. Any outbreak of direct fighting between the United States and Iran will automatically draw Israel into the crossfire. The close distance and the deep presence of Iranian proxy networks across Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza ensure that Israel would face immediate revenge attacks. This includes the threat of thousands of rockets from Hezbollah and direct ballistic missile launches from Iranian territory over 1,000 miles away. Despite this severe threat to its citizens and cities, the strategy in Jerusalem currently favors a clear military fight over another peace deal. Israel views the current setup and the presence of American forces as a rare chance to permanently remove a threat to its survival. For decades, the shadow war between Jerusalem and Tehran has been fought through proxies and secret attacks. Now, the current build-up presents a chance to end it once and for all. The main roadblock preventing a peace deal is the basic disagreement over uranium enrichment. The core demand from the United States, strongly backed by Israel, is absolute zero enrichment on Iranian soil. They also want the complete shutdown of Iran's ballistic missile program and an end to its funding of regional militia groups. On the other side, Iran demands its right as a nation to keep a domestic nuclear program running at lower enrichment levels, while also demanding immediate relief from heavy economic sanctions. Iran is reportedly enriching uranium up to 60%, which is dangerously close to the 90% needed for a nuclear weapon. The gap between complete surrender and keeping nuclear tools remains the central issue that diplomats are struggling to fix. History shows that finding a middle ground on the core issue of nuclear capacity is incredibly difficult. From the Israeli point of view, even if a miracle happened and Iran agreed to major cutbacks, such a deal would be deeply flawed. History, especially the fallout from the 2015 nuclear agreement, has convinced Israeli leaders that peace deals do not eliminate the Iranian nuclear threat. A peace deal would merely delay the enrichment process for a few years. It would give the regime billions of dollars in economic relief while allowing it to keep the scientific knowledge and hidden setups needed to secretly build a nuclear weapon later on. Israel argues that any agreement leaving the current religious government in power simply buys time for Tehran to advance its nuclear goals in secret. International inspectors have repeatedly been tricked in the past, leaving Israel deeply doubtful of any deal built on trust. This doubt is made worse by the sheer size of the current American military presence. The United States currently has the highest number of naval ships and warplanes in the Middle East since the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Israel recognizes the massive political, financial, and military effort required to assemble such a huge force. It would be nearly impossible for Israeli leaders to convince any future American president to send such a large fleet again. The desire among the American public for massive Middle Eastern wars is at an all-time low. This makes the current window of overwhelming American military readiness a rare event that Israel feels must be used before it closes forever. The rare mix of American political will and massive military power provides a unique shield that Israel cannot afford to waste. Given the unique combination of overwhelming American military pressure and severe problems inside Iran, Israeli planners believe that removing the government of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is possible right now. The religious government is facing massive citizen protests, a crashing economy, and a loss of public trust, similar to the nationwide unrest seen in 2022. Removing the top religious leaders through planned military strikes is viewed as a practical step to completely change the balance of power in the Middle East. There is a strong belief that replacing the hostile religious system with a government friendly to the West could stabilize the region. This might involve bringing back elements similar to the Pahlavi monarchy that ruled until 1979. Such a major change is seen as the only true way to guarantee long-term safety and permanently erase the hatred directed at Israel. Ultimately, the Israeli defense leaders have weighed the huge dangers of war against the constant fear of a nuclear-armed Iran. The certainty of facing massive Iranian missile strikes and widespread regional chaos is considered a heavy but necessary price to pay. Israel is purposely taking this massive risk to get rid of the Khamenei regime and a religious government that naturally views the Jewish state as an enemy that must be destroyed. By choosing the path of conflict while the full American military shield is in place, Israel aims to solve the Iranian threat permanently rather than passing an even more dangerous problem to the next generation.